Welcome everyone, good evening. It's nice to see you. Small group today. So, as we are currently in the process of discussing all the stages of the meditation practice, going from the very basic stages of preparation all the way up to the higher states, we have so far covered the 3 stages of preparation. It's what you do to actually condition your practice, to prepare for your practice. It's what you do as soon as you have settled on your mat and you sit down. And the first thing you take care of is your posture. The posture should be upright and relaxed. And the breath should be deep all the way until the end of stage 1. And then just comfortable, has these 2 qualities, deep and comfortable. The third preparation is your attitude. It's the inner posture that you have. That should be kind and compassionate. So it's basically about the way you treat yourself, how you treat yourself in the meditation practice, how you handle things that come up in the field of your experience, what you do with them, and how you help yourself to go beyond suffering, be a bit more happy. So these are the stages of preparation. Then based on that, we enter the first stage of the training, which we discussed last session. It's all about relaxing the body, or in other words, allowing the body to settle. Relaxation is obviously nothing that you can make happen. Relaxation happens all by itself when you get out of the way. When you stop messing things up. When you stop messing with yourself, then you relax. Happens every night when you go to sleep. You can only go to sleep because you're not messing around with yourself. You're not stirring the mind up unnecessarily. If you do that, we call it insomnia. If you try to sleep, we call it insomnia. If you try to relax, we call it insanity also, yeah? That's crazy stuff. You can't try to relax. As soon as you're trying to relax, you're already not relaxing. So the trying has to kind of stop. And so what is it that helps us to relax in the body? Well, it's simply paying attention. So you pay attention to your body. You breathe in, you listen to what's going on in your body, and as you breathe out, you get out of the way. You let the body relax. The only thing that could be considered a doing is here that you check in with your posture frequently and see whether it's still upright. So if your skeleton is aligned properly, that is important, that the skeleton is aligned properly so that the body can relax, that everything can relax, everything else, the soft tissue in the body drops down. So relaxing, it doesn't mean slouching, okay? It also doesn't mean leaning in your couch or lying down on a comfortable blanket or something like that, even though this is preferable for a lot of people when they do meditation and want to have it as comfortable as possible for the body, but that's not really advisable because it makes you too tired very fast, particularly if you have a stressful lifestyle. I would recommend you to separate the relaxation of meditation practice and the relaxation that you have when you take a nap or when you just chill out. You don't do anything specific. You could just have a look at the ocean, you relax a little bit at the beach, you lie down comfortably on a mattress for a few minutes, just resting the body. That's one thing. Meditation is another type of relaxation. This is a relaxation that requires a certain structure in which it happens on a much deeper level than we are used to. So that structure is, at the beginning, very much your posture and your attitude, so the inner and the outer posture. And if the body is very tense and not relaxed, then it's going to be very hard for you to actually enjoy your body as it sits here. And if you're not enjoying yourself, the body will become your biggest distraction. It will almost be a bit like an enemy. It doesn't let you go deeper. It doesn't let you relax. That might either be external influences such as incredible noise around you, or people that annoy you and bother you, maybe like little children that would dance around you while you're trying to meditate and pull on your shirt and ask for your attention. That makes it impossible to go any deeper because you're caught up in the body and the senses. The point of meditation is to go beyond the body and the senses. I mentioned it last time. That's, by the way, the reason why we do not listen to meditation music. It keeps you trapped in the senses and it vibrates the mind unnecessarily. So if you want to go any deeper, then feeling comfy in your body is something that you can train, and you should train, and I think it's one of the best things you can do for yourself because it's also very healthy. The basis for really resting the body is, for example, exercise, good nutrition, good sleep at night. Treat your body well. Be kind to your body. Don't put garbage into it, and keep it from harmful influences as good as you can. Then stretch it, exercise it properly, open it really well so you can sit properly for longer times without having all the tensions and pains. Yoga is excellent for that. We refer to the practice of asana here in yoga. Yoga is a whole system. Asana is just one part of it. The postures that we know as yoga generally. That is an excellent way, and the whole point of these postures is actually to open the body, to open the energies, to open the breath, to allow for you to sit much longer without any obstacles in the body. So the body kind of gets out of the way so you can dive deeper into the mind. That's the whole point of asana. The point of asana is not to have a tight butt, okay? A firm butt. That's not the point, yes? So once your body is open and ready and you can relax into it nicely, then that's the first stage. You can say the first stage is sufficiently accomplished if you can sit still and comfortably for an hour. And I recommend you to train that slowly, slowly. Take your time with it, but do it well. There is no rush, but we want to do it properly. That's much better. So you actually save time if you do it properly. If you rush through it and you do it improperly, then you usually waste a lot more time because you have to do it all over again properly later on. And you probably cause injuries and so forth. So find yourself a good yoga teacher, learn how to handle your body really well, and the posture comes within a few months' time, maybe up to a year, depending on how tight you are in your joints and everything, and how long it takes for your body to open up. But give it time. There's no rush. The first stage is a basis for the second one, which we are discussing today in more detail. The second stage is present moment awareness, or just simply presence. Presence here means an absence. It means in this system that we are practicing, presence means the absence of thinking or mentally wandering into the future or the past. So the absence of any form of anticipation going forward in time or backward, like memory, remembering things that just happened, even if they just happened a millisecond ago, but they already have ceased to happen, but we're still mentally stuck. We're still mentally reverberating, repeating the experience that just happened. Let's say a dog barks outside. And as soon as the dog stops barking, then where's your attention? It's usually still hearing the dog bark in your own mind, right? Oh, the dog just barked. Oh, it barked quite loudly. I can still hear it in my mind. It kind of reverberates in the mind. You're not present. You're stuck with something that has just stopped happening. Let me ask you a question. Where is your attention right now? Yeah, that's a real question, so you can answer.
What you said? What you're talking to?
Yes, so you fell for it. It's a trick question. If I ask you, where is your attention right now? After I said the word now, I have stopped talking. And yet your answer was, with what you're saying. But I'm not saying anything right now. So let me illustrate that one more time. Where is your attention right now?
It's in repeating my head what you said.
Yeah, okay, yes. So you're at least aware now that your head is repeating what I just said. Now you're present. You see, you are just repeating what I just said. But if you still believe in what your head just said, like, okay, I'm aware of your talking, but I'm not talking anymore. After the snapping my finger, there is no talking. You might then hear the fountain, for example. If your awareness is fast, if your mindfulness, if your presence is spot on, as soon as I stop, there's the fountain, the fan, the crickets outside, or whatever, you know. Maybe a feeling in your knee. There's something else. Can you be that present that you are not even hanging on to any word that I've just said? You just forget it. You just drop it. Then, and only then, does my talk really arrive in your mind. That's a direct transmission. If the transmission cannot happen if you are intellectually trying to digest what I'm just talking about. Forget it. It's just words. Those words are signposts. And today, they're pointing to presence. And if your presence is spot on and sharp, then you're not even waiting for the next word. You're not even anticipating. There is in fact nothing to get from my words other than presence, which you're hopefully getting right now. This is a simultaneous hearing and forgetting. If you want to say these words, forgetting. Yeah? Actually, presence is based on remembrance. We try to keep in mind what? What is. We're keeping in mind what is. We're not forgetting what is. When I use the word, it's a simultaneous keeping in mind of the present moment and the forgetting of what has just been said. Then it means like what is done is done. You forget about it. Like my last sentence. It's gone. So I'm not even talking just generally be present. Yeah, we're here today. Welcome to my room. We sit in meditation together and we're having this gathering today. Now what are you doing in the present moment? Well, I'm just sitting listening to a talk. It's inaccurate. Really, accurately, presently being here, you can't even say that anymore. Then what is most accurate is hearing, feeling, seeing, thinking, smelling, tasting. But outside of that, nada. There's nothing. And all of these experiences are rapidly arising, changing, and passing. Rapidly, very, very fast. The speed of your attention is incredible. It moves so fast from word to word, from sound to sound, from sounds to feelings, from feelings to taste, from taste to smell, taste back to taste, and so forth. So it goes around all the time. And if you notice that, how fast your attention moves, then you're present. And the more present you become, the more you come into this moment. The more you see that there is not really any moment even. As soon as you label it a moment, or there it is, the present moment, as if it was like some sort of thing, even that doesn't exist there. So you want to come into such a deep form of presence that even words, descriptions, labels fall away. Only then does the second stage turn into the basis for the third stage, which is silent present moment awareness. You see present moment awareness and silent present moment awareness, stage 2 and 3 on this path. They are very closely linked. And in fact, just simply if the second stage, present moment awareness, is deepening, you come more and more into this split microsecond of awareness, then you stop talking to yourself in your own head. Because the experiences are changing so fast, the feelings are buzzing through the body, the sounds are going on around you, and everything is vibrating so fast, you can't put it in words. Words are too slow for presence. As soon as I say the word, it's already gone, it's already happened. That's how fast your attention is shifting around. That's how rapidly the mind is actually changing. But to us, we're not aware of that. Now imagine how highly transformative just that insight is. When you can see directly, and this is not even you trying to see impermanence, but you can see it just automatically in that stage. You can see automatically that there is nothing at all, no experience which has any stability to it. Everything is super ephemeral, transitory. There's nothing to it. And words are inadequate to describe this vibrating universe of experience. And what other is there than your experience? Is there anything outside of experiencing? Is there anything outside of experiencing? What would that be? And how could you know about it if it isn't experienced? And so what is experienced? What is a reality? Here we're talking about dhammas, we're talking about truths, realities. So what is a reality? There are 6 realities. That's one framework, okay? There's more frameworks. Here we're going for that one. Those 6 realities are what? Well, hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling, feeling, thinking. That's one framework. Another framework which is a bit more profound, but equally as well a reality, is earth, water, fire, wind, space, and consciousness. In other words, body and mind, or matter and mind. Another framework would be the 5 aggregates. What is there? There is the body, form, there's feeling, there's perception, there's fabrication, there's consciousness. And how do they unfold? How do they behave in the present moment? If you're looking right at the reality of what is happening in this moment, then you see that they're rapidly changing. From moment to moment, there's nothing really you can hold on to and say, it is like this or like that, or I'm feeling sad. Impossible to say that when you're present. Because if you're looking at the feeling of sadness, you can't find anything concrete, solid, substantial. It's changing way too fast. In its vibratory state, it's way too... Yes, it's not solid. There's nothing solid there. There's a whole bunch of feelings going on. There's thoughts mixing in with the feelings. The deeper you come into the presence, the more the experience is one of word feeling, word feeling, word feeling, word feeling, word feeling, and it doesn't make any sense anymore. It's just stuff happening. That then opens a gateway to deeper insight. So what we want to do here in that second stage is to stabilize in our knowing of what is happening presently, what is happening right now. And we do that by simply observing things that are easy to observe. Sounds, for example. As soon as you're listening to sounds, you are already present, because sounds are happening only ever now. Is that correct or not? Do you agree? Do sounds happen at any other time than now? Are there sounds that are happening in 10 minutes? Where are they? Are they hiding somewhere? Are there sounds that have happened? No. But there is only ever sound that happens presently. The same goes for feelings or the awareness of thought. Oh, thinking happens. So in this second stage, present moment awareness, what we mostly do is just being aware of what is happening right now. Where is your attention right now? I also often say that. Be aware of where your attention is right now. Is it with hearing? Is it with feeling? Is it with seeing? Even though your eyes are closed, you might see things as well. Like there might be a visual kind of, a bit more light behind your closed eyelids, a bit less light, a car passing by, and so forth. So just simply know where your attention is right now. So where is your attention right now? That's another question. Where's your attention, Sash?
Right now.
On what of those 6 realities? Which one?
Right now, sound.
Does it change?
Does.
How fast? Tell us how fast.
Infinitely.
Okay, go ahead. Like, let us know how fast your attention moves from object to object. Do you see it that fast? Or do you notice that, for example, for me, it wouldn't be that fast in the experience. The experience is more like hearing, feeling, hearing, feeling, seeing, feeling, hearing. A bit more like that. Do you notice that? At least
Fast enough.
it's not fast enough. You actually
No, but
witness
yeah,
it that fast?
It does change, but yeah, it's
Yes.
quite.
Start with that, because if you just try to jump to the deepest experience of presence right away, it will become an obstacle. So start slowly, but do it accurately, like noticing attention moves in that, because otherwise it becomes kind of garbled. If you see too much, too fast coming together, it becomes untraceable. So try to just gently trace it in the beginning, okay? Just noticing, okay, here's sound. Hearing, I'm hearing right now. Okay, now I'm feeling something. Slow it down. But notice at least how your attention is moving and how it stays within each field. For example, your feeling moves from the shoulder to the hips, to the knee, then to the other foot. Then suddenly you hear a dog outside. Hearing. Then you hear a bird. Then it stays with hearing for a little while. Then it comes back to the body. Then you feel the body again. I'm talking about not the subconscious flow of experiences, but much more the very conscious flow of experience. The conscious, slow changes. And based on that, you will then be able to see faster and faster changes. Faster and faster, faster and faster. And if you go down that route, that process, all verbalization fails. It stops. You can't talk anymore. That's when you're entering stage 3. Quite naturally. Many people ask me, so how do I know when I go from stage 2 to stage 3 or from stage 1 to stage 2? So how do you know when you go from stage 1 to 2? You're already there when the body is nice and relaxed. You're so comfy in your body, you're already present with your body. Stage 2 has already happened. Because your body is comfortable, you're happy with it. You're just there. And as the process goes, breathing in, feeling your legs, breathing out, relaxing the legs, etc., that already introduces presence. That's the whole point. It relaxes you and introduces presence. So you don't need to stay so long with the first stage after a while. It's not needed. But then with the second stage, when do you know how to go to the third? Well, it naturally, when all the words drop away, when you're so present that there's no more descriptions going on, and you've lost all interest in words, then you're pretty much in stage 3. Then you're just here. It's a very vivid experience of what is, beyond words. You're just here. Now this is where meditation really becomes interesting. You get these powerful insights out of these stages. About reality, about the way it is, about your life. About life in general, what life is. What truth is. And so then you let that deepen and so forth. And so we come to that in the next session, I think. For now, this is good enough. Covering present moment awareness. I hope it clarified a little bit the second stage and then helped you to understand a bit deeper how the practice actually works and what the stages mean. Okay, so now, are there any questions?